y'all. This is Terry Talks. We're going to come to you today with Miss Jasmine Wildflower. She is going to cook us a vegan meal today. We are having barbecue jackfruit, rainbow roll sushi, and spicy tuna. So we're going to go over some questions first just to get a little history on vegan and why she chose vegan. So the first question is, what was your deciding factor to become vegan?
So, when I was 18, I stopped eating pork and beef. Like, it was just everybody in the school was doing it kind of thing. Everybody was like real pro-black. Cause I went to
that's a nice
HBCU.
trend.
Oh yeah,
to start at
really?
school, yeah.
So like no pork, like all that stuff. But then I actually started researching. I watched. It was like summer 2007, and I watched like some Dr. Oz episode or something, and they were just talking about the importance of eating a more plant-based diet. And I tried it. I lost so much weight that summer. I was like, "Yep, this is the way."
Nice.
You know.
Nice. Now, have any of those reasons helped, like spiritually?
Yes.
Like, did you grow any more in your spirituality?
Definitely. I mean, as you know, like I grew up in church, and my father's a pastor and all that. So I feel like of course, having that background, this isn't that. To me, veganism doesn't really fit in that. It can, but just traditionally it doesn't. Like traditionally, it's like the big piece of chicken, and then all
Yeah.
you know.
So some of those religions that's like they don't eat pork, or it has nothing to do with internally how they want their body to be healthy.
It does.
It does.
It does.
Okay.
Like Islam, like where pork is forbidden, it specifically lays out why. Like,
Gotcha.
you know what I'm saying? In Buddhism, you're a vegetarian in Buddhism. And the reason why is because meat weighs the body down. Like, you don't want to eat dead foods. You want your spirit to be light, and your
That's
spirit
what
can
I've
be
read.
light.
Yeah.
You know? You can't. How can you have a light spirit with dead flesh inside of you?
Gotcha. Yeah. That's a big difference there. So the micros and macros are basically your vitamins, your minerals is the micros, the MIC, and the macros are the meats and stuff, your vegetables and stuff. So do you count those, or do you watch how you eat them for portion size, or is you just cook it for taste and go?
I'm not scientific with it at all.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I would be more excited. Well, I wonder what this will do, or how this will raise my blood pressure, or not raise, but raise my iron. Like
Now,
supplements like that, like how does vegan work into that?
so like a lot of things like B12, like a lot of people are like, oh, you're missing B12, you're missing B12. However, I don't take B12 supplements. The reason why, I eat a lot of mushrooms, and the B12 only comes from the grass or the dirt that's in the grass that the cow eats. That's literally what it comes
Gotcha.
from.
I eat mushrooms a lot, so that's good to know.
For sure.
Because I mean, my energy do be straight sometimes, so we're gonna keep that on rotation.
Okay.
That makes me happy. I love me some mushrooms, honey. I be like, I'm gonna get that mixture right over there.
Have you tried trumpet mushrooms yet?
Mm-mm.
We'll talk. I'm gonna make you some scallops one day.
Ooh,
For sure.
making me excited. All right, so what are some of your suggestions for a person starting out vegan?
Take it slow. Research. Definitely look at everything. Don't be one of those people that watch What the Health wants, and then you're going full force and you buy everything in Whole Foods and you end up wasting money. That's what a lot of people do. Really just research. Take it slow. Like cut out one thing at a time. That's what I did. Like this has been a continuation over years, and now it's brought me to this point. Like it went from no pork and beef, then it went to pescatarian, then it went to vegetarian, then it went to vegan. So that's just
And did you have physical changes or internal changes throughout, or was it something that you preferred the best?
I had changes throughout. Like when I first started, when I lost all that weight, to me that was like an extremely positive change. So I was like, yeah, this is the way. And then just mentally and like health wise, I don't have any health issues. Never had any like blood pressure issues. My blood pressure is always normal.
Now, the big question for me is, how long did it take you to carve your cravings? Because I think it's because I work out. My metabolism is like go. So when I went vegan, I'm like, where's the food? Like, where's it at? And it's like 3 bites, like, you know, it doesn't take much and you're full. And I'm like, I'm full? Like, you're full, but you're light. Like, it's not like I'm stuffed and I'm heavy and I'm like, oh, I want to go to sleep. Like, in 2 hours, I was like, okay. It literally, I'm flushed and I'm ready to go again.
Because it's real food.
Yeah. But I noticed me, because, you know, I wouldn't take it step by step. I'm like, okay, well, let me just eat some beans and rice and spinach. Like, not getting into the real, like, I know a lot of people eat tofu and tempeh.
I'm full with that.
I bought that tempeh. It's been in the fridge for 3 months.
For real.
It don't expire. Well, it expires, but, you know, it's sealed, so
Exactly.
it's lasting. All right. So let's go to, what are some precautions that you had to take, like at family events where everything was meat, or you were the only vegan person there?
Either I'll eat before or after, or I'll cook. Like, especially like when it's like my immediate family, I cook. People eat my food and
I have no issues.
Exactly.
That's good. Do you feel that there's a misconception that all vegans or vegetarians should be skinny or smaller?
yeah, because I'm like, I'm nobody skinny. Like, you know, I just got a regular body. Like, like I honestly feel that people miss that the working out, you know, is a portion of it. Yeah. And I can't trick my body no more. I already tricked it with the vegan thing.
Mm-hmm.
My body's like, I know that trick. So.
Well, yeah, I tricked mine with it and it loved it. I was like, okay, Adams, y'all coming or what? Like, I'll do vegan. I'm with it. All right. So we're going to skip to, what are your goals in expanding the knowledge of those transitioning or looking to become vegan?
No doubt.
Your personal goals, like what do you have that's going to put out that people can come to you and get their situation going?
I got you. To jump back to your last question and then parlay that into this question, as far as a lot of people don't know that, and dang, that actually leads right back into the whole macros thing. A Pringle is vegan. Oreos are vegan. A lot of stuff.
Don't be telling me that. Don't be telling me that. Don't be at the grocery store like, get these Oreos. The yellow ones.
A lot of stuff that people don't even realize is vegan, but it's not good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
sugar.
You know, it's straight sugar, it's carbohydrates, it's high fructose corn syrup. It's stuff that will wreak havoc on your system. Like, me personally, I try to stay as close as I can to the doctor said that it's very restricting, but not really if you're imaginative. Like, for instance, I don't like chickpeas by themselves are gross to me.
Honey, prime example, stayed away. I tried them and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing it.
This is not for me. But hummus is good.
Mm-hmm.
The tuna is made from chickpeas. That's good. You know what I'm saying?
That's going to be interesting.
It's
I'm going to be all up on this.
chickpea fritters, all this. For instance, I make my omelets out of garbanzo bean powder, chickpea. It's just ground up chickpeas. It's good. But it's really all in educating people. So that's my first step. Is to educate people on what is not only what is plant based or vegan. Like, I use the word vegan, but I mean plant based in my spirit.
Right.
Because everything that's vegan is not good for you.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of people who have been vegan for years that have health complications. Like, for instance, I don't eat soy at all. I really like that tempeh and something else you mentioned.
Tofu.
Tofu, I don't eat.
Yeah,
First
I just had a month's experience with soy and no. I was like, I thought I was lactose intolerant, but this here is different. Like, it really gave me a run for my money.
Yes.
It's
not it.
It's not worth it.
And like, I don't know if you ever have watched any like Dr. Sebi.
Yeah, my sister put me on the Dr. Sebi. Oh yeah.
Clearly.
Look, she makes beautiful meals. I'm just like, let me taste it. Like, it's just with me going into those stores, I'm looking at all this stuff and I'm like, if I don't know what it tastes like once it's cooked, like, I feel like I'm gonna waste my money or I'm not gonna eat it. So
Try it. You never know until you try.
That's what I have you for. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this thing happen.
For sure. But yeah, like, for instance, like he talks about what he says about soy. It's high. Not only him, it's scientific. Soy has high estrogenic properties, and too much estrogen in women leads to fibroids and things like that, and like what's it, off cycles and all that. Like it just seems too much. And in men, it of course too much estrogen raises your voice. It lowers your testosterone. Like it's just not something that you would want to ingest.
Exactly. In other words, keep it off the list.
Off the list. So education is huge for me, definitely for our community, because too many people in our community die from food-related illnesses. And not directly food-related, but diabetes is food-related.
Yeah.
A lot of cancers, unless they're like DNA type of cancers, are food-related. Even in that, certain food damage your DNA. So I definitely want to do that, and I do have some big plans in the future. So I'm starting my catering company, and I actually have an event tonight, which is cool. With that, I plan on branching out into a restaurant. I've been in talks with somebody.
Oh, I'm loving this.
I'm excited, and we're gonna talk offline. Like I have an amazing mentor, and I'm really excited about things right now. But yeah, and I plan on doing a lot of cool events out of there.
So my boot camp, I wanted my very first one. I wanted to be like, of course, I want to kill people in the boot camp, but then I want to feed them afterwards. And I'm like, obviously, I don't want to get like deli subs. I want something that they could pursue on and continue to try. So we might be able to get together and come up with a little meal.
Because that space is gonna be a multi-use space for sure.
Nice.
Yes.
What else we got on here? Well, yeah, you answered the last three. Oh, the menstrual cycles, how's it changed your life, and educational and meal plans.
I can elaborate on the whole menstrual cycle thing.
Oh yes, please.
A lot of people do think like, oh, you won't have one. That's not true. But what it will do, like, I have a friend who like a whole week. I'm like, bro, you're dying. Like you're literally bleeding to death. Like,
yes, that's exactly what it feels like. Lord,
like,
yes.
I can't get out the bed. Just and I feel so bad. I'm like, all you have to do is change your diet.
Yeah.
All you have to do is like
and give yourself some
eliminate
time.
dairy. Dairy is a huge, and I get it. I've been addicted to dairy too. Like it's the case of morphines that are in dairy are basically equivalent to morphine in your brain. Like it's like literally cocaine in your brain. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No.
People are addicted to cheese, and the crazy part is, like I said, with our community, like you know, quote unquote African American, black, or whatever,
soul
you
food.
know,
It's killing them.
It's killing us.
Yeah.
Not only that, 75% or more of us are lactose intolerant. Why are we eating cheese? Why are we drinking milk? Why are we eating ice cream when we don't have to?
Right.
You know, so really, and it's all times right back into the education. But women got to get off the milk. We got to get off the dairy.
I agree.
Like you want the fibroids industry, like people are losing their wombs, they're losing their ability to have children, and it's just not necessary to
just kill the dairy.
Exactly, kill the dairy
And give it some time.
Get off the birth control pills too, but we'll talk
hormone
about that later on the
the hormone change.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what people tell me. Well, I can't lose weight because there's birth control. I'm like, I can't even train you. Like, we can't fight that battle. And you eating bad. Like you're just killing yourself.
Exactly.
Slowly. But when people make changes, the main thing they gotta remember is it takes time. Like you can't do something for 30 days and say, wake up on 31 and be like, okay, I'm fit, I'm healthy, let's just go take on the world. Like you gotta go 90, you gotta go keep on going, you know, give it a year. Stay focused on something for a year and you'll see the difference. Like, and it's easier and it's better. All right, so y'all, we're gonna get to cooking. We're gonna show you some stuff, so we'll be back.